Hi students, a very good morning to all. Today we are going to see mathematics. In that I am going to start chapter 1 numbers up to 200. Students, go through your books as well. Let's start. 3-digit numbers of place value and face value. Let's begin place value. What do we mean by place value? Place value is the value of the digit according to its position in the number, such as ones, tens, hundreds, etc. For example, let's take 275. We write the number 275 in the place value chart. Number 2 in the hundreds column and number 7 in the tens column and number 5 in the ones column. Now look at the place value of each digit as number 2 in the hundreds column, which means that they are 200. So its place value is 200. As the number 7 is in tens column, which means that 7 tens, so its place value is 70. As the number 5 is in ones column, which means that 5 ones, so its place value is 5. Now let's see one more example. 906. Let us place each number in its respective column. So number 9 should place in hundreds column and number 0 is in tens column and number 6 is in ones column. The place value of number 9 is 900 because it is at hundreds place. The place value of number 0 is 0 as there are 0 tens. The place value of number 6 is 6 because it is in ones place. Now let us learn about face value. The face value of each digit in a number is same as the digit itself. For example, let us take the number 346. Let us place each number in their respective column. So, number 3 is in hundreds column and number 4 is in tens column and number 6 in the ones column. The face value of number is same as the number itself. So the face value of digit 3 is 3 only. And the face value of digit 4 is 4 only. And the face value of digit 6 is 6 only. Now let's solve one more example. Look at the number 805. Let's place each number in its respective column. So number 8 goes in hundreds column, 0 goes in tens column and 5 goes in ones column. So the face value of digit 8 is 8 itself. The face value of digit 0 is 0 itself. And the face value of digit 5 is 5 itself. Next, we can learn 3-digit numbers on the abacus. Look at the abacus shown here. It has 3 spikes showing ones, tens and hundreds respectively. each having some beads. Let's read the numbers shown on the abacus. Look, here is an abacus. Now let's learn numbers using beads. First, see one spike. 1, 2. So, 2 beads in one's place. We will write 2. Next, we will see 10 spike. Count the beads in tens column. So, here are 1, 2, 3. So, 3 beads in tens place. We will write 3 in tens column. Next, count the beads in hundred spike. So, here are 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4 beads in hundreds place. We will write 4 in hundreds column. So, the number has 4 hundreds, 3 tens, 2 ones. Thus, the number is 432. Now, look at the another example. See the one spike. How many beads do you see? Yes, there are 3 beads. So, write 3. Now, tell me how many beads do you see in 10 spike? Yes, no beads. So, when there is no bead, we write as 0. Now, tell me how many beads are there in 100 spike? Yes, 5 beads. So, write 5. So, the number has 5 hundreds, 0 tens, 3 ones. Thus, the number shown on an abacus is 503. Now, look at the another one. Can you see the abacus? So, it's your time. Now, tell me the beads in one spike. Yes, 0. So, write 0. Now, tell me the beads in 10 spike. Yes, it is 1. So, write 1. Now, tell me the beads in 100 spike. Yes, it is 3. Very good. Write 3 in hundreds place. So, the number has 3 hundreds, 1 tens, 0 ones. Thus, the number is 310. Now, let's learn how to draw beads in abacus to represent the given number. Let's learn. Can you see the abacus? Now, we will draw the beads. Here is the 3-digit number. Look at the ones place. Which digit is written? 0. So, we should not draw any beads. So, where there is 0, no bead. Next, look at the tens place. Yes, it's again 0. So, no beads. Now, move on to hundreds place. Which digit is written? Yes, it is 6. So, we have to draw 6 beads in 100 spike. Let's draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, we have drawn 6 beads. Next, see another example. Here the number is 104. See the ones place. Which number is written? 4. So, how many beads we will draw in one spike? Yes, 4 beads. Let's draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see the tens place. It is 0. so no beads. Now in hundred place, how many beads we will draw? Yes, only one beads. Let's draw. Let's see one more example. Look at the number 324. How many ones are there? Yes, 4 ones. So draw 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, how many tens are there? Yes, 2 tens. So draw 2 beads. 1, 2. Now, how many hundreds are there? Yes, 3. Let's draw 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. Now you have understood how to draw beads in abacus. Now you have understood how to draw beads in abacus. Next, let's learn the number names. Let us take the 3-digit number 836. Now, how do we read this number? We read 3-digit number using place value. That is, first hundreds, then tens, and then ones. While writing, we write the number names also starting with hundreds. So, here as we can see, number 8 is placed in hundreds column. Number 3 is placed in the tens column. And the number 6 is placed in the ones column. Thus, the 3-digit number 836 is read and written as 836. Now, let us try to read and write the number name of the 3-digit numbers. 1, 6, 0. Look, number 1 is placed in hundreds column. Number 6 is placed in tens column. And number 0 is placed in ones column. So the number 160 is read and written as 160. Now look another one example. The 3-digit number 643. So the number name for 643 is 643. The next topic we will see ordering numbers in ascending and descending orders. Let's see, ordering the number is listing the numbers from the smallest to the greatest or from the greatest to the smallest. Ordering can be done in 2 ways, ascending order and descending order. Let us study them one by one. Ascending order. Ascending order is the order when we arrange the numbers from the smallest to the greatest. Look at the numbers 3, 6, 7, 12. You can observe that 3 is less than 6, 6 is less than 7, and 7 is less than 12. That means the given numbers are arranged in ascending order. Now let's see descending order. Descending order is the order when we arrange the numbers from the greatest to the smallest. Look at the numbers 11, 10, 8, 5. You can observe that 11 is greater than 10. 10 is greater than 8. 8 is greater than 5. That means the given numbers are arranged in descending order. Next, we will learn about even and odd numbers. Let us begin one by one. Let us understand the meaning of even numbers and odd numbers. All numbers with the digit 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in the ones place are called even numbers. Let us see an example. Look at the number 12. Number 12 has 2 in ones place. So it is an even number. Now let us understand the meaning of odd numbers. All numbers with the digit 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9 in the ones place are called odd numbers. Now look at the number 17. Number 17 has 7 in the ones place. So it is an odd number. Now let's try to find out some odd and even numbers from the given numbers. Look at the numbers 53, 71, 42, 34 and 89. First, let us look at the number 53. Here the number 3 is in ones place. So 53 is an odd number. Next is the number 71. Here the number 1 is in ones place. So 71 is an odd number. Now we have the number 42. Here 2 is in the ones place. So 42 is an even number. Let us see which is the next number. Here it is 34. Here the number 4 is in ones place. So 34 is an even number. And the last number is 89. Here the number 9 is in ones place. So 89 is an odd number. We have found 2 even numbers and 3 odd numbers. Now let us look the calendar and find out the even and odd numbers. All numbers with the digit 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in the ones place are called even numbers. We have correctly identified the even numbers. Now let us see the odd numbers. All the numbers with the digit 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9 in the ones place are called odd numbers. We have successfully identified the odd numbers. Next, we can see about ordinal numbers. The ordinal numbers shows the position of an object. Let us learn about the ordinal numbers. There are 10 animals living near this pond. They are organized the running race. The horse and the dog are running very fast, where complete the race first and second position respectively. The camel and the elephant are running fast. They are third and fourth position respectively. The bear is at fifth position and the cow is at sixth position. The sheep and the rabbit are in seventh and eighth position respectively. The tortoise and the pig are running very slowly. They are ninth and 10th position. With this, the race ends. Now, look at the winning position of these animals. The horse came first. F-I-R-S-T. First. The dog came second. S-E-C-O-N-D. second. The camel is at third position. THIRD. Third. The elephant is at fourth position. FOURTH. Fourth. The bear is at fifth position. FIFTH. Fifth. The cow came sixth position. SIXTH. Sixth. The sheep is at seventh position. SEVENTH. Seventh. The rabbit is at eighth position. EIGHTH. Eighth. The tortoise came at ninth position in the running race. NINTH. Ninth. The pig is at the 10th position. TENTH. Tenth. Let us look at this table. It shows the cardinal numbers 1 to 10 and the corresponding ordinal numbers 1st to 10th. So students, you have learned chapter 1. Let us recall the subtopics. They are place value, ascending order and descending order, even and odd numbers, and ordinal numbers. Now it's time for work, students. Here I have given homework for you. That is semester 1, page number 24, worksheet 1. Before number, after number and between numbers. Complete this one in your book itself. And I'll catch you with the new topic in another session. Thank you, children.